hate paying taxes.
That's how we should start. We were recording.
Yeah, we're recording.
Do you want to admit how you haven't been paying your taxes for the past 5 years?
Shut up.
Do you want to?
No, first of all, I pay taxes. That's why I'm in a bad mood already.
I don't know if you do, though.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in live to the show. This is another episode of Wesam's World. I apologize. I'm in a little bit of a Debbie Downer. I owe taxes, so there you go. And it's not a small amount. So you're welcome, IRS. You're welcome, California. I'm glad you guys utilized that money so freaking well. Now, do you understand why I'm in a pissy mood whenever I see, like, losers out in the street knowing that they don't pay taxes as much as I do and they still reap the benefits? I hope everybody's safe. There's already been some deaths, unfortunately. So sending, thoughts and prayers, not only to the people who've lost stuff, but to our first responders out there. Mm-hmm. And not only are they dealing with the fires themselves, they're also dealing with terrible human beings who are looting.
It's crazy.
Oh, there's
looters.
that figures.
They're looting people's homes who are on like fire, who have left, or their cars and everything. It's just, I mean, the lack of humanity is just absolutely astonishing to me. Guys, we need to turn this episode around. We're
okay.
I know we start off on a bad note, but I just had to address that. I couldn't lie. I was in a bad mood. Just read the email from my CPA. I owe taxes, and it's not making me happy, honestly. Gosh.
Goodness.
Because I work I wouldn't mind if my taxes, I could see what they're going to, and they're going to positive things. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I'm not trying to get political here, but I look at like our country and our city and our community, and I'm wondering, why are we giving so much money away to other people? What's happening there? Yeah. I want to see like our education system fixed. I want to make sure people people can get health care where we don't have to complain about that. I want to see little things. I want to be driving on the road and not feel like this.
That was a great reenactment.
Oh, hurt my head a little bit with that. Peyton, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Yeah?
You owe so much because you haven't been paying your taxes, though. So,
Alex, how you doing?
I'm good. I too will owe taxes because I'm my own business. So
true.
Yeah.
I don't know yet.
I wonder if Zeke's paying any taxes. No. Idiot.
I mean,
burn.
Hey, he was doing great when I saw him.
Yeah, good for him. Glad he's not paying taxes.
He manages a bar. Did we talk about that last week?
No, we didn't.
Congrats to Zeke. He's managing a bar.
Yeah. And it was a dope bar, too.
Like
not
marijuana?
Like, hang on. Not like that. It was the adjective of dope.
It was cool?
It was a cool bar.
Copy.
Yeah.
It was a cool bar.
Maybe it was a dope bar. Who am I to know?
He's probably pocketing a lot of cash and not reporting to the IRS.
Yeah. 100%.
And Letitia, you live in Brazil, so you're not...
She'll message me in WhatsApp if I'm wrong. They get taxed or charged depending on how many electronics they're using in their household.
That's crazy.
So computers, TVs, that kind of stuff.
Wow.
So we're just racking up the bill for her.
What do you mean?
Having her edit stuff.
This is a computer that's already in the circulation.
In the family. Don't try to get her in trouble.
We are financially responsible, and we let her down.
Whoa. Whoa.
And the wind's about to shake this studio down.
Right?
It is. Last night, my window literally was like bang, 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 bang the whole night.
Yeah.
Was yours like that, I'm assuming?
The window wasn't rattling, but our scary little driveway that goes to our parking lot, like back there and everything? Well, that's a wind tunnel, as we've quickly realized. So, like, it's just loud and cracking, like 24/7.
Like the squealing wind sound?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just violent.
Unreal. Listen, this is a little bit of a change of story.
Okay.
But I have to address this because somebody on set, an actor, I'm not going to say who, came up to me and goes, hey. He goes, hey, your podcast. And I go, yeah. Like he's telling me a secret, right?
Yeah.
He goes, how high are you? And I go, not at all. What are you talking about? He goes, your eyes are so glossy.
Yeah.
And I re-looked at the footage.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are super glossy.
You look glossy and angry.
Yeah. Yeah. And bags underneath my eyes.
Yeah.
I get it. So, a little announcement to everybody watching on YouTube. I'm not high. I'm just tired and frustrated. This is like an in-depth look, like no BS. We don't have a makeup hair crew here. This is me being real, okay?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And the last chunk of episodes we filmed, it was a little early in the morning.
They were pretty early.
Yeah.
So I hadn't really freshened up a little bit. Fun fact, when you're going into your late 30s, puffiness becomes a thing. So that's something to look forward to. Another reason why I just want to have an ice bath in my place.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on with that.
How often do you take ice baths?
Not enough. I need it. It makes me feel like I'm on a caffeine high for most of the day.
Damn. I can't do it.
I don't like it either.
You would die.
I can't. I've taken one before.
Yeah.
It was not a pleasant
Did you feel it
experience for
straight to
me.
your bones?
I felt everything, and I cannot say it helped the rest of my day in any way, shape, or form.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm just cold now.
Yes.
Yeah. It's
and
not
I-
for everybody.
And I cannot get warm easily. So I was just cold the whole day.
Damn.
You got me a sick electric blanket, though.
Yeah,
Oh.
how's
So
that
thank
going?
you. Oh, my gosh. It's so good. It got
Is
to
it
the point.
enough that Mads, though, isn't annoyed by the heat of it?
No. Because I cocoon myself in it.
Nice.
And it's down by my feet and legs because those get the most cold. But I did have a point where I woke up sweating because I left it on. But you know what? I left it on max for the night.
Feels like a success, though, right?
It's a success.
If you're sweating.
I would rather wake up hot than cold. So in my eyes, success. I just now need to know don't leave it on high for 8 hours. And so I can avoid that completely.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's really good to hear.
So thank you again.
You're very welcome. Anytime, dude. I'm glad you're getting use out of it.
Yeah.
I was frankly just tired of hearing you complain about it. So,
This motherfucker's just trying to get to heaven.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
It wasn't because he's a friend or anything. He's just
No.
like, this is going to be a good deed.
Yeah.
God's going to be like, remember when you gave that cold skeleton a
Poor,
fucking electric
poor
blanket?
boy who's just
Yeah.
rattling.
Eating scraps of bread from
Yeah.
the street.
Like little Timmy and
Little Timmy from Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
What's his line he always says?
Please, sir,
Like-
may I have
No,
some more?
no.
No,
that's-
that's Oliver
that's Oliver.
Twist. You
No, it's,
uncultured.
and a Merry Christmas to you, right?
It-
Or
I keep thinking of
Or
the
something
John
like that.
Mulaney and also for you that they say in like the Catholic Church, but they don't say it anymore. You don't know the bit
It's
I'm talking about.
hasta la vista, baby. I think
that's
that's
the
it.
one.
Is that it?
Maybe in the Muppets version. I don't know.
This is a tangent.
Okay.
But it just reminded me. What's your most well-known movie / whatever line? What is like one that you don't
Oh.
ever forget?
Like that impacted me, or I just remember.
You
it?
just remember, or you say it a lot.
Or I say it a lot.
Mine is a keep it secret, keep it safe.
Okay, I have one. That's a good one. That's
Yeah.
from
of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Is it secret? I said it wrong. I'm
Yeah.
ashamed.
Well, mine is. You're doing it. You're doing it, Peter.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Can you believe Mads has never seen Hook?
She
No,
needs to
I
see
can't. But apparently that was also considered a flop at the time it came
It
out.
was. It was, and now that like all the children are all grown up, it's a classic now.
I never considered it a flop as a kid either. I loved that movie.
Yeah, I think like box office wise, it was a
Yeah.
thing of nobody went to go see it.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting about critics and things too, because I can't remember whoever the CEO of whatever company who made Madame Web and
Oh, Sony.
is it Sony? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So Sony, they came out and said that Madame Web and the other not Marvel, whatever they do.
Morbius. and-
Morbius.
Yeah.
That they actually were good films, but because critics came out from the get-go saying no, that's why they did bad.
Yeah.
Because critics have this strong effect on people before they even get to the films.
Gotcha.
But we could let you ruminate over that, and then we'll come back.
Well, yeah, before we take the break, though, I just want to, there's a couple of things I want to talk about today. One of them actually just popped up in my head, which I think is really important, is the idea of like these, you mentioned like the Hook young actors, the kids are now all grown up. It reminded me of that actor on the Bill Cosby show who was working at Trader Joe's. He ended up like having like people saw him there, and then about how people have to make a living when they've been on a TV show. They're all that stuff. And then also another thing is it's award season, so I want to talk to you about some of my blunders before going to an Emmy party, and also I want to talk about my time hosting the Oscars on the red carpet.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll be back after these commercial breaks. Shit, I almost had it. All right, we're back. So, I want to address something that happened a while ago, and it's back up in the news. The Bill Cosby show was a very popular show, I believe, in the 80s, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so. I believe
Yeah.
it was the 80s.
I think late 80s,
It was
early
before
90s.
my time.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
Great. So there was a young actor in there, and that show was on reruns, obviously. And that actor who was on it, I think he played the son, like the young son or something, he didn't work that much afterwards. So he relied on residuals and everything like that. And so what happened was, he had to get a regular job. So he ended up working at Trader Joe's. I don't know if they meant to do it in this way or it was just the internet took it by storm, but somebody took a picture of him working there. They're like, ooh, I guess those residual checks aren't coming in, or somebody posted something like that. And then people were like, yeah, why are you making fun of this person having to do like a job to survive? Like, yeah, he was on a TV show, but obviously he's not making enough money. And I think Tyler Perry offered him a job and stuff like that. But anyway, regardless, he's back to working at Trader Joe's now.
Okay.
And this is such a common thing for people to do who are artists or who work behind the scenes in the entertainment industry, especially in a big city like Los Angeles or New York, because there's not a lot of jobs available out there. And the jobs that are available, it's so hard to break in. And when you get a job, that doesn't mean you're set for life for the next one either. Very unstable. And so this isn't acknowledged by the majority of people coming into the industry. And so what happens is they start getting embarrassed that they have to work somewhere else, or they are so repelled by the idea of getting a quote unquote normal job that they continue to struggle, and then they wind up in some kind of negative spiral on the side. And so I want to address people who are in this situation or looking to get into it, and let them know that there's no shame in getting a quote unquote normal job.
Right.
To survive, to get yourself stable a little bit. Because I will say this, if you are consciously going, no man, I'm going to struggle, that's moronic.
Right.
No, I'm going to make it harder on myself than it is. That's just moronic right there. Get yourself a job. Work 3-4 days a week, whatever it is, 5 days, 6 days. Have that little bit of stability, and I promise you, the times that you're off, you're going to love your work so much more, because that time is going to be so much more valuable to you. That's a perspective you can have on it. I'm not saying that's easy, but I'll tell you what, not going, you know what, at least I'm paying my bills by the end of the month. It's a little bit of struggle, but at least I got that, and whatever free time, I'm really pushing for my craft. Yeah. I've worked 2 serving jobs and 1 catering job at one time when I first moved out here. Odd jobs here and there. I looked into getting into taking people's headshots. I looked into a wide variety of just random jobs just to stay afloat. And luckily acting was keeping me afloat for the majority of that time. But man, I'm just so surprised when people want to be like, can you believe this person was on this show and now he's working here? It's like, yeah, because I've had that happen to me serving tables when I was on Awkward. I'd be serving tables while the show was popular and be like, are you that guy on Awkward? And I'd be like, yeah. And they're like, don't you make enough money on the show? I had someone say that to me, and I go, no, I don't. That's why I'm here. This isn't like a hobby. So I encourage people not to feel shameful and be more proud of yourself that you have that tenacity to do all these different things to stabilize yourself in order to pursue what you love. So that's all.
I think also people need to know who are not in the industry, not that is a normal thing too. You know, like, and not to judge. Like you said, those people who are at the restaurant and they're like, really? You have to work? Like, people think all actors, no matter what, make big bucks.
Yeah.
But I remember I was out with my friend Nora once, and some guy came up to us and was like, what do you guys do? And we said, well, we're actors. And they go, what's your real job?
So
it's so disrespectful. It's so rude. What's your real job?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I will say this. There are, and I tell my acting students this, you are responsible for the image of all actors when you tell people you're an actor. So if you're acting like an asshole or a douchebag or don't have your shit together, that's representative of all actors for somebody who's never met a quote unquote actor in Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that's only fair.
Yeah.
So
I think
that's where I stand with that.
Jobs.
Peyton, did you have anything to add, or are you good?
I don't like actors.
Okay, I figured. Why?
They just play pretend
Yeah.
all day,
Mm-hmm.
and they make millions.
That's weird.
No matter what you were talking about. That's why you owe the IRS so much
Gotcha.
money. It's because you make millions.
Play pretend. So when you're playing pretend in your video games, you're going, oh my gosh, I'm a Marvel. Oh, I'm Marvel Overwatch game. I'm a superhero, Spider-Man. Is that the same? Is that the same? It's crying. Crying, that's weird. That's weird. That's weird. I'll make it up to you. I'll take you bowling.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Alex, it's award season.
It's award season.
And the Golden Globes and
Yeah.
the Directors Guild.
Yeah.
The Emmys are coming up.
Yep.
Are you nominated?
No, not. No.
I'm sorry. I thought that's where this was going.
Actually, I do have a recurring role on a Emmy-nominated winning show.
Nice.
Emmy-nominated video. So the morning show. So
Yeah.
that's cool.
My friend has an Emmy when I went to Tulsa.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's your friend?
For photojournalism. I held his Emmy.
Does that count?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I held it. I held it.
Is it heavy?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Wait, who'd you say? I just kind of blindly said yeah.
What?
I thought you said, was it blank? And then I just casually went, yeah.
No, I said, was it heavy?
Oh, was it heavy? No.
I thought you said, who did you say? That's what threw me off. There was some serious miscommunication.
But why does he have an Emmy and you don't?
Because he got nominated for photojournalism, and I'm not in the photojournalism category at all because I don't pursue that.
Yeah, but there's different categories.
Yeah. I've never been nominated for one as an actor. Yeah.
Yikes.
Dude, I can't wait until I win one, and I'm going to play back this right here and shove it in your face.
Please do.
And I'm going to buy you an Emmy outfit so you can wear it.
And I promise I will wear it.
Okay. I think that's only fair.
Yeah.
Only fair. Do you guys want to hear the Emmy news first, or the Golden Globes news, or my blunder at the?
You know, there's really not much in terms of like the Golden Globes.
Okay.
It was peaceful.
Peaceful.
It was peaceful. Nikki did a good job. She was a fan favorite. She roasted politely.
Yeah.
You know. So, you know, she there was subjects she said she was gonna touch on, and ones she avoided, like, you know.
I'll tell you what. My favorite thing out of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel saying, "Hey, Dwayne, you know they hate each other.
Yeah.
You know they hate
I don't
each
think
other."
I saw this, but I'm already imagining how it went down because,
Oh.
my kids call you Uncle Dwayne. My God, do you remember that?
No.
Vin Diesel's peer pressure post on Instagram to get The Rock to come back to Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
That's right.
And it was the most awkward thing I've ever read.
I'll say this to Vin Diesel's face. His Instagram is out of control.
Yeah.
He one time deleted a post whenever to Vladimir Putin saying, "You got to bring our girl back. You got to bring her back. Putin, let's have dinner and talk." It's like, what are you doing?
We should have let him. Dude, he would have put a stop to this.
My God, dude, he is. I mean, just out of control. Well, this is what happened. The whole interaction was Vin Diesel about to start his little thing, and then he goes, "Hey, Dwayne," and then it cuts to Dwayne the Rock, and he just goes, "Oh, didn't say I'm back."
Yeah,
I'm back, bro. I love that. I love it.
of course you do.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
Dude. Sorry, go ahead.
That's okay. Demi Moore won her first award ever.
Okay.
And
Debbie Moore.
She's been around in the industry for a while, so, you know.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Come on the show.
And then when it came to TV, Shogun dominated most categories.
I want to see that.
What is that?
The Japanese samurai TV show, Shogun.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think I've heard of that.
Yeah.
And then Amelia Perez emerged as a standout for other awards, but that is controversial as of right now.
I'm seeing it get mocked.
Yeah, that one scene that's been going around quite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you know what's interesting is it's got people divided on so many different levels. You know, like, yeah.
It was that situation. I had no idea what it was. I'd never heard of it before in my life.
Yeah.
And so I'm here during the arguing stage of it. But I heard the song that won like best original song from it. And I was a little confused when I heard it. I don't know the context.
Yeah.
But it's great. That's shout out. Was this Golden Globe or Emmys?
Golden Globes.
Shout out Golden Globes.
Yeah. So
All
we'll
right.
see what happens with the next ones.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. This is a warning to anybody out there who's ever gets invited to the Emmy after party or whatever or something like that. It was one of my first couple years out here in LA, and my manager goes, "Hey, you got invited to the Emmy after party," and I'm like, "What? You want to come?" And I'm like, "Let's go." Now, I'm brand new to LA. I want to look good at this thing. I think there's going to be like a red carpet, all this stuff. I splurge on a suit.
Oh.
I splurge on a watch. I don't wear watches ever. Fun fact, there are a lot of Emmy after parties.
Mm-hmm.
A lot. This was not anywhere close to a top tier one.
Were you overdressed?
I was overdressed. I was in a tux when I shouldn't have been at a bar in West Hollywood. I paid so much money for the suit and watch.
Oh my gosh.
That was 8 shifts at CPK. I lost money that month.
You got a suit out of it or a tux.
I only wore it once.
Oh.
Am I still angry about it? Yes.
Did your manager phrase it as like the Emmy after party?
That's what I interpreted.
Okay.
As someone who is green to the industry, when they say Emmy after party,
You hear, yeah.
oh my God.
Right.
Me? That's awesome. A person with common sense would go, wait a minute, why me? Second, what kind of party is this?
What
Where
did
is
you
it?
do that year?
Just awkward.
Just awkward.
Just
okay.
awkward. Just awkward. And I think I had I had a recurring on Touch as well.
Okay.
And then I'd just been on The Mentalist, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, cool. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna.
That's
yeah.
funny because you were reoccurring on awkward
Yeah.
and
So
everything. So I understand that a little. It would have been funny if you just went like, oh yeah, I just did like a guest spot for like 2 minutes
yeah.
on like that, and you're like Emmy after party. I made that much of an impact.
Yeah. So if you don't have a lot of money and you get invited to like a red carpet event, don't splurge on suits. Listen, I'm not going to speak for women when they're buying dresses and stuff because I have no experience with that. But if you're a guy, you don't need to spend a lot of money. You can find like cheap, good-looking suits. Yeah, that's my experience. Yeah. Don't spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Listen, when I was on For the People at the TCAs, TCAs, that's what they're called, right? Yeah. That's where they're announcing the new shows to the advertisers and all the actors come. I bought a suit that I shouldn't have bought. That was way too expensive. It was like $800.
So this is a theme for you.
This is a theme.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. As a guy, go. You can get away with whatever. You know, if you're nominated for something, you're gonna be nominated. Then you splurge. If you're not nominated, it's fine. It's fine.
I think your suit karma came up though, because Sam Taylor made you a suit.
That's true.
There you go. That's Now you know what? Yeah, that's good to know. That's good to think about. Yeah. My next experience on like major awards show stuff was on the Academy Awards. I was hosting one of the red carpet stuff.
Okay.
And first of all, when they asked me to do it, I was hesitant.
Did you hear the red carpet?
I heard the red carpet, and guess what? It was the red carpet.
Oh, it was the red carpet.
Yeah. Now, I was still hesitant because I'm like, I don't want to be known as like a hoster on those things because I don't.
Yeah.
I can't be one of those hosting guys. I just can't.
Yeah.
Says the podcast host.
Yeah, that's different though.
I'm just
Damn.
Yeah, that's different, right?
Yeah.
So,
okay.
they said, you know, it'll be a good time. I'm like, I don't know. And then they showed me how much I'd be paid. And I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it right now. Where do you need me? So, they got me a suit. So I didn't have to worry about that.
Okay.
So thumbs up to that. That was my, I think my publicist was able to get me a free suit that I would have to return.
Right.
Oh.
I mean, every celebrity returns most of their dresses and stuff anyway. So.
Damn it.
So, I wasn't on the red carpet. I was in the stands with the fans who had bought tickets to see the red carpet, the celebrities.
Yeah.
And so they wanted me to interview people
Oh.
in the, like, normal people,
Right.
like Midwest people coming to see celebrities. I'd never done anything like that before. You ever agree to do something and you're like, yeah, it should be fun. And then when you're in it, you're like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
That's what it was like.
Gotcha.
That's what it was like. Because I get there and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this. Like, when are you excited to see Brad Pitt?
Like, is that how it went?
Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
In my mind.
Yeah. How long were you set to do this?
It was a
during
few
the
hours
day?
long.
It was a few hours?
For the amount I got paid, I'm still happy about it. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Nothing crazy, but enough to be like, yeah, okay, I'll do it. So, I've never done anything like that before. And they were like, here's your earpiece. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And they're like, let's test it. I'm like, oh, shoot. I'm like, whoa, guys, that's really loud. Can we turn it down? They're like, no, you're going to want it loud. I'm like, no, it hurts my ear. They're like, no, it gets loud here. So you're not going to be able to hear who's talking in your ear. I'm like, no, trust me. It's my ear. What are you doing here? Turn it down. They turned it down. The people seemed normal in the stands, like just normal Midwest people. When the cameras weren't on, they'd be like, so what are you like? And I'm like, yeah. And like some people recognized me, which was cool. But then they were all normal. They all like this, chill, very chill. As soon as a celebrity came on the red carpet, I don't know what happened. Like a flip got switched in every single person in the audience. They went insane. I am talking about, the only way to describe it is animalistic. Some of these people, they're like, oh my God, Angelina Jolie! Angelina! Like, from 0 to 100, like that. And I'm like, oh my God, loud. It got so loud. Stadium football loud. And of course, I can't hear what they're saying now in my ear. The pain that I was feeling earlier from how loud they were is non-existent because of how loud. And I'm like, oh my God. So now I've got to use my superpowers to hear these whispers in my ear. Hey, we're going to you in 5, 4, 3. And all I can remember is me going, they are having a great time. We've got a lot.
Is there footage of this?
Somewhere there's footage.
Okay.
We'll find it. We have to.
Has there been any effort to locate this footage?
No.
Okay. No.
Do you remember what year it was?
I could figure that out.
Yeah.
It was a few years back though. This is pre-COVID.
Okay.
So, I mean, there
I
has
think I
to
had
be.
just met you.
What show were you on?
Oh, good question.
You hadn't. This was before.
I was on For the People.
You were on For the People.
This was either 2019 or 2020 before COVID hit.
Okay. But
Definitely.
you were actively on For the People.
Actively on For the People. So maybe 2008, between 2018 and the beginning of 2020.
Okay.
So that's not too bad.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and that's the only reason I think they were wanting me to do it, because they were like, somebody, I forget who told me about it.
We did Oscars 2020. We were locked down.
We were locked down, so it's probably 18 or 19, one of those 2 days. Okay, we'll try to find it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll find it.
You won't find it.
I will find it.
You're not good at finding things.
I am so good at finding things.
Listen, we're friends, and I know we do bits on the show. You're not good at finding things.
No, I'm so good at finding things.
You're not good at finding things. I'm saying that not as to be a dick.
How am I not
good
good at finding things? What are your examples you are pulling from your head?
Great. Thank you for asking that.
You're welcome.
I've been friends with you for years, and I can't figure out an exact example, but
Oh,
I know
that
for a
sucks.
fact that you are not good at finding things.
I'm finding this today, and I'm proving you wrong.
You can't find it today because you're too busy.
No, I'm going to find it today.
Dude, you have a lot
I'm
of
gonna
work.
stay up. I got power back in my apartment. I got the whole night, sucker.
I don't like that you said sucker to me. By the way, almost had a confrontation with someone in a coffee shop.
Of course you did.
And I made the person in front of me laugh, the stranger. So, was meeting a friend of ours, Rumi. She's a fan of the show as well. She's a 50-year-old Japanese woman. And we were at a coffee shop. I was in line, and we were buying her.
Yeah.
We were buying everything.
Yeah,
We
because
were
she
looking
handed
at the
me
menu.
her card because she was holding the tables. It was busy.
You know what? I'm sorry. I started this story so bullshit.
Terrible.
Let me take out all the fat out of it, and let me start over. Me and Alex were in a line at a coffee shop. Mm-hmm. That's all you need to know. The line was so long, I was in the doorway, and there were people behind me. And I'm just standing there, and then all of a sudden, I feel someone put their hand on my shoulder. And then they move me out of the way without saying, excuse me, without saying, like, I'm so sorry. There was no preemptive, like, excuse me, sir. They placed their hand on my shoulder and moved me. I looked at them, and they didn't acknowledge it. And they kept walking to the back. I literally said out loud, that guy put his hand on my shoulder, and I didn't like that at all. The guy in front of me starts smiling and chuckling a little bit because he saw the whole thing. And then I saw him. I kept eyeing at him like a predator eyes a gazelle, like a lion. I wanted to eat this guy. I'm not exaggerating. I wanted to consume this human being in front of me. Saw he was going to the bathroom. Then Heaven side Wesam came up, right? I go, you know what? He probably had to use the restroom really bad and was not in the right state of mind. Okay? And then I go, I'm going to test this guy. I'm going to wait till he comes back because he has to exit this way. By the way, the door was locked. So happy it was locked. So happy. He comes back outside, and I'm making eye contact with him. I'm wanting him to do it, and I do one of these over-exaggerated, like, here you go. There you go. And he gives me a bitch sorry. He gives me sorry, excuse me, sorry. Unreal.
Maybe he had to shit really bad.
You gotta say excuse me.
I know. That doesn't justify. How much of a hurry was he to the bathroom? Was it a casual walk or?
It was not a big hurry.
Okay.
He wasn't. So
I don't know.
Wasn't an emergency in my book. If he was running, I'd be like, oh, Totally get that.
There was no clenched glutes. No.
Nothing.
Yeah.
No, none of that. None of
Gotcha.
that. Didn't like that guy.
Okay.
If there was no laws, if this was the purge, ate him.
Wow.
Cannibalism.
Straight to cannibalism.
We might. That was a joke because we're on YouTube. So don't. That's not real. That's
We're talking about the movie.
Oh, the move. It's a jujitsu move.
Oh, the move.
Cannibalism.
Yeah,
the move.
cannibal.
It's a BJJ move.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You bite the leg of your opponent.
By the way, so many people commented from my jujitsu gym of us rolling.
Right.
Oh, did they?
They invited you to come.
No.
They were like, somebody commented, I see you've been using your powers for good. but they enjoyed the video greatly.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad, but
Yeah.
no.
No.
They were like, we got to teach him some stuff.
No.
Anyway,
My rib hurt so bad that day.
are you being serious?
Really?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
Are you being serious? I am so sorry, Peyton.
It's okay.
Yeah, I
It was
really
gone
feel
the next
bad.
day. It was gone the next day. It's fine. It was fine.
Okay.
Wow.
We take it like a champ.
Yeah.
Take it like a champ.
We
Wow.
take it like a champ.
I feel bad.
No.
I feel bad. Oh, never mind. We can't say that. Never mind.
At least you never made me pass out during the podcast.
Yeah, we've never done that.
I feel like the
personally
grace period has like kind of settled down to where we can talk about that.
Okay.
Because I don't care anymore.
Okay. Okay. Should I bring it?
Yeah,
okay.
sure.
We had our first jujitsu guest. Bobby was on, and my gosh, I wanted to. I was talking about getting choked out, and Peyton, you were up for it.
I volunteered.
You volunteered, and you got choked out.
Yeah.
It scared me. You came to, and your head was fuzzy for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
And we decided not to air it because it wasn't. It's not a good idea to post that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
in all
Yeah.
honesty, it's really not.
It's not.
No. We're not like the
No.
Joe Rogan experience where Eddie Bravo choked out Alex Jones on air, and
Yeah.
it was so.
Really?
It was the exact same reaction you had.
Yeah. Well, my whole intention too was I was going to tap when I could feel myself getting to the point.
Yeah.
Because I remember that's what we talked about. And that's even when he told me, he was like, tap out when you feel that way. And so like we went in knowing like that was the plan. But when I tell you I was aware and then I was not aware, and just there was no downtime. There was no I'm about to
Whoa.
pass out, I should probably tap. It was I'm awake, now I'm not awake.
Bro.
And that's why it went so bad.
Are you serious?
Yeah. There was no
Oh.
there was no period of like, oh, I should probably tap out. It was that's how it went.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That changes things for me because I thought you were wanting to just get.
No.
Okay.
Like I wanted to see what like it felt like to get to like that like oh shit like I wanted to get that like groggy like uh-oh I'm fading, but then the plan was never
Just the
Wow.
let me flail around in the studio.
I'm trying to think if I ever got close. The only thing that's happened once is I started to see black dots, and I'm more tapped from the pressure. That's usually where I start. I go, okay, yeah, you got it. I usually can like tense up where I'm like, okay, I can deal with this. I'm still breathing,
Yeah.
which I think is like important. But usually when it's a blood choke, I can kind of feel it. I'm not saying this is what happened, but this might have happened. Only one was being, what's it called?
compressed.
Mm-hmm.
And so sometimes you can make somebody choke out with just having one side. If they're really out of breath
Yeah.
or they're just not used to it or whatever. So like they don't even feel uncomfortable. They just have one side of it. And then boom, they'll describe what you're happening.
Yeah.
We're going to be right back. We're going to take a quick commercial break. And we're back. That's so interesting, man. Yeah, I've never been close. Usually just I'm like, oh, I feel like my head's going to pop off.
Yeah.
Or my trachea is going to.
Just next time, accept it.
No. No. I would only do it in a real like fucking tournament or something. where I don't want to tap.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, where I'm like, I need to get out of this. There's been a couple instances where I'm like, I'm not tapping right now. I'm kind of like annoyed with who I'm rolling with.
Would you do a tournament?
Now that I'm a blue belt, maybe not. I mean, they are very competitive.
Do you compete with other blue belts? Is that how?
Yeah, but I would be in Masters 1 or Masters 2 because of my age.
Oh, gotcha.
Age plays a big part in which group you get put into.
That's probably wise. You don't want a 13-year-old blue belt facing up against you. You destroy him.
Well, no, vice versa. If there was an 18-year-old blue belt, I would probably have a bad day with that 18-year-old blue belt. If they were the same weight as me, maybe, depending on how much. But here's the thing. For competitive blue belts, they're more like purple belts.
Mm-hmm.
They stay at blue belt for a while because their standards for moving up are different than somebody who's a hobbyist.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a competitive blue belt in Highland Park, and his name is Andrew. I'll give him a shout out. Really great rolling buddy. I think he's like 185, something like that. Tall dude. He's definitely not a blue belt when you roll with him.
Yeah.
It's like brace for impact, this dude. Brace for impact. By the way, I've never had the bones in my forearms be sore.
Oh, wow. It's from Andrew?
No.
Oh, not from Andrew.
2 heavyweights. One guy was 230 pounds. The other guy was 200 pounds. I'm like,
why are you rolling with them?
I got partnered up. You got to deal
with it. They win.
You should see the bruises I have on my body. I have so many bruises. It's not even funny.
I could take them.
You would take them. No, you would. Yeah. Oh my! Yeah, you actually might break something rolling with them. Anyway, all right.
Moving on.
Let's do. Is there any current events going on?
Well, there was a couple more TV things. I don't know if you want to do
Yeah, let's go through it. We only got a little bit left for the show, so let's hit the most intense stories. We got to let
Well, I mean, it's the start of the year, so there's nothing intense.
Okay.
But Disney had a good success with Mufasa, the Lion King.
All right.
So 23.8 million in its opening weekend, which is good for a sequel of sorts.
Yeah.
Prequel. Something people have been expecting and wanting for a long time, Peaky Blinders film.
Oh, a film?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Straight to Netflix or theatrical?
I'm not sure. That's not listed. But yeah, people have been dying for that for a long time. And then something close to home for Wesam. Jennifer Aniston has revealed that filming for the upcoming season of The Morning Show was particularly challenging, describing it as jam-packed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you're close to the source.
That is very true.
Yeah.
And just without obviously giving any kind of spoilers, usually when you shoot a TV show or an episode, you shoot it out of order within the episode. Man, we were shooting episodes months later, finishing them up.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's a lot of production issues that could cause that. People getting sick or people's other schedules for other shows. Because if you look at the cast, that's a big A-list cast.
Star-studded.
Yeah.
Yeah, really star-studded. That's a good way of putting it. So everybody, they're trying to juggle a lot of schedules. So I'm not surprised. It was difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should make a change.
How so? In what way?
You're there. Just
be the change.
Walk up to them and just...
Yeah.
Guys, we gotta do something about this. We gotta fix this. Right now. You. And you. We gotta fix this.
Oh, man.
That's how you do it.
Dude, if I had a superpower to turn back time just 4 minutes, I would do that and let you know how it went.
They'd be like, recast him.
Yep.
Would you ran into someone who knows someone who auditioned for your role?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Chicago. That was actually kind of cool. One of the actors I was working with on the show knew somebody who was pinned for the same role I was out for on the morning show. Oh, man, I'm lightheaded right now. Oh, man, I almost forgot that I had to pay taxes. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Speaking of auditioning, I don't know your guys' experiences, but other people probably don't understand it. Nothing like walking into the room and everyone looks like you, and then you know people because you all look like each other. So you all just see each other constantly in the same audition rooms. And you're like, hey.
Well, that's not happening anymore, but yeah, for sure. Like when it did happen.
Oh, yeah, right?
Yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah.
See it in commercial auditions. A lot of the same people.
Yeah.
Same people. Yeah, I can't stand 90% of commercial actors in the audition rooms.
Commercial shoots are just weird.
They are.
In general.
You know what I want from it?
What?
I want it to be done with as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
I just want my paycheck.
Be the change.
What do you mean?
Do you want me to do it again?
That's what I was trying to set you up for, but no,
Okay.
don't do it.
You don't want me to do it again?
Because you're not going to...
Guys!
Okay.
We need to fix this. You and you. This Wendy's ad is not going to film itself.
Did you purposely pick Wendy's? Cause
Yes.
that's my man.
You did great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's the perfect ad for you
Why?
because you can be insane.
Thank you so much.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Oh, my gosh. Any excuse for me to be at a 10.
Yeah. That's why you're at the Emmy after party.
Here's the issue. I like to go all... I was trying to be, like, professional with that.
Yeah.
And, like, I wanted to go all out.
Yeah.
That's my issue. Yeah, I got a lot to learn. What to do. How are we on time?
We're good. We have one last funny random story.
Yeah.
Good.
Not related to the industry at all. But there was a holiday card mishap in Georgia where a realtor, well-intentioned gesture, excuse me, of sending holiday cards to community members led to an unintended marital discord for a couple. The wife suspected infidelity upon receiving the unsolicited card, but the misunderstanding was later cleared.
Oh, that's awesome.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, that's awesome.
Happy affair.
That, that reminds me of a TikTok trend that I saw going on where kids would get, like older kids for their older parents would give them cards with money in it from people that they don't know and be like, hey, we really look forward to seeing you, and
Yeah.
Have you saw that?
I experienced this in my life.
Oh,
I would get money from family members I never met
Really?
all the time.
wow.
Yeah.
nice.
I have a cousin Cookie out there somewhere. And
Cookie.
all of the money went to like savings by my parents. I don't know who cousin Cookie is, but there's a cousin Cookie out there.
This sounds so sketchy.
It does.
Like your parents were involved in some kind of like...
This is the second time we've been wrapping up the show
With your parents.
with my parents doing something.
But you
There's-
were... Okay.
No.
Hear me out, though. You were in a nice house. Your mom said it was a nice house, and you were stuck up there playing pinball. Maybe something is about this nice house.
Yeah, your parents were doing some maybe like money laundering or some kind of like
Maybe.
cartel stuff.
Maybe.
And that's how they were like, yeah, this money is from your cousin Cookie that you've never met. You know how sketchy that sounds?
Yeah.
Mrs. Grufik, can you confirm or deny any of this stuff? Please let us know.
Also, was it just signed Cookie, or was there like a handwritten note? Was it personalized, or was it just Cookie?
Should I call her?
Yeah,
Yes.
I need answers.
We
actually.
need answers. We've
Don't
got
let her
time.
know she's on the show.
Can I call her from my phone?
She probably does
won't
not have
answer.
it saved,
Oh, good.
and she will not answer an unrecognizable number.
All right.
So no one say anything for a
Okay.
little
Okay.
bit.
Here we go. I'm really excited for this. And it's ringing. Here we go.
She's iffy with phone calls. Sometimes she just won't answer.
Hello?
Hello. I got a weird question for you.
Yes.
Who the hell is Cousin Cookie?
Oh. Cousin Cookie is your dad's cousin.
Okay. I was just wondering through the family tree how that worked out.
Remember, she's the one that lives in Florida.
Lives in Florida. Okay.
And she used to send you all when you were children. She'd always send Christmas cards with money.
Right. I was remembering that because we would just throw it in savings.
What brought that up?
It would just crossed my mind through a discussion. And I needed to know.
Okay. Are you still at work?
Yeah. I'll call you back.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Florida.
That's this is a new segment, by the way. So sketch the way she described all of that. I don't believe a single word she said. So yeah, we're tune in next week and we'll really figure out if this was true or not.
Yeah. What do I have to do to prove Cousin Cookie's a real person?
A picture.
A picture? Yeah, we don't have to
Okay.
show it on air. I just want
Okay.
to see a picture.
All right. I'll track down.
I want tax what's it called?
W-2
Previous-
form.
Cousin Cookie paying taxes? Because I sure as hell am.
All right, play us out, man. Thanks, everybody, for tuning into the show. Remember to tune in every Thursday on IW Radio Live, 3 p.m. Pacific Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Follow us at Wesam's World on all social media platforms. And subscribe to us if you enjoy the show. All right? Always remember, listen, think, and then talk. Bye.